Hey guys, today I'm filming the next update for the deck of painting project that was created by Emily and Max. This is a project that is using a deck of cards, and Emily has a game board that she rotates every month except for the face cards, which stay the same. We're working on 5 products at a time unless you get a extra card based on some different prompt, and I haven't really been loving this so far because I've really been taking this as a time to test out more chopping block products. I am doing this as more of a usage style as compared to trying to finish things up or hit pan, just depending on the prompt. And this is a very successful update. I am able to roll out 3 of my 5 products, and my other 2 do have some good use. So the first one is a product I rolled in 2 updates ago, and this was for the prompt something to hit pan on, and I chose my Sephora Colorful Matte Eyeshadow is what it's called. This is a matte white in Let Snow. I of course wanted to hit pan, and I have been able to do so. I use this every single day to set the primer under my brow bone. This is something that I had been weighing. I just weighed it and I forgot to write it down, and I can't remember, so I will have it on the screen. So I have technically hit my goal, which was to hit pan, but I wanted to hear from you guys. Would you like me to still show this to you every month just so we can track the progress, see how the pan has expanded? And this will just be an extra item. I won't have this, you know, holding on to a prompt. I'll basically be working on 5 things and then just showing you my natural progress on this 6th product. So let me know if you think that would be interesting to see or not. I just don't hit pan on products very often, so for me it would be fun to track it, but let me know your thoughts. But this feels amazing to have hit my goal on that. I thought it would take me a little bit longer. I was so excited when pan just popped up one day. And then also in that same update, I had brought in something for the prompt eyeshadow, and I believe this actually came from a pick your own space, and I picked the Rowan 1111 quad. I wanted to use each of these shades once. I did create separate looks with all of these, so I did use this 4 times, and I have decided to declutter this. It did crease on me, which is a bummer because eyeshadows rarely ever crease, actually never crease on me anymore, and that was definitely a bummer. And as much as I'm trying to make clean girl aesthetic work for me, I'm just like a full beat 2016 makeup lover, and some clean beauty, clean girl makeup products I enjoy, but this one is just not it. So I'm gonna have to pass this on, which is sad because so many people love it, but it just does not work for me. But I did enjoy the looks I created with it. And then lastly was a prompt I rolled in last update, which was a new purchase. I brought in both of my pot concealers that I had just gotten during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer and the one from REM. I wanted to use these 5 times each. I did hit my uses, and I did end up returning the REM concealer. It was just a little bit too light for me, and honestly I didn't need the both of them. I shouldn't have purchased the REM to begin with, but this is in Light 1 Chantilly, and this is a much better shade match for me, and I am enjoying this as a blemish concealer. But my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer is just still my favorite for blemishes. But I am really happy that I have this one and for that great discount. So I was glad to make myself use it because I had not done so, and I had had it in my collection for a couple of months. So then for the progress on my other 2 items, I did actually use a few more shades from the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. This is something that I had brought into my intro for a sentimental product, and I told you guys that I wasn't going to be using most of this palette until fall time because these are fall shades, but I will try to get some use out of this in summer. So previously I had used Marina, Claudia, and Lula, but over this past month I used the other 2 matte shades, Isabel and Violetta, and I believe I used Isabel twice, Violetta once, and I also used Lula again once. So now I have used 5 out of 12 shades, so that's pretty exciting. I doubt that I will have used anything by next update because I'm going to try to use the rest of my spring makeup, but after that I will try to incorporate this into some of my summer makeup looks because I don't want this to hang around for, you know, several more months. I would like to be able to roll in something else, but yeah, super excited that I was able to get use out of 2 more shades. My goal was to use every shade in this palette once. And then my final product is something that I rolled in last update. This was for the prompt a pattern, and I brought in this Pat McGrath Blush Duo in Aphrodite Amore, and I wanted to use this 5 times. I used it twice, so I do plan on getting my other 3 uses before next update. And this is a really pretty blush. Basically, I love this shade but don't care as much for the lighter shade, but this is a nice formula. So this was a chopping block product of mine, and we'll see how I feel by next update when I will have gotten those final uses. So very happy with that successful update, and we will be bringing in 3 new prompts, which is very exciting. I have already shuffled my cards. I'm going to take the 3 from the top. I'm very nervous. So we got the 10 of clubs, and that would be something that you wish you returned. Okay, that's unfortunately several products for me. Then I've got the 9 of diamonds, and that would be a collecting cobwebs product. And my last card would be a Jack of spades, and that would be a powder product. So I'm going to take a few minutes to look for those items, and then I'll be right back. I am back. That did not take as long as I expected, which is great. And for the items I picked, a few of them could actually work for a few of these prompts. But for the 10 of clubs, an item that you wish you returned, I chose these Kosas Sun Show bronzers. When these first release, I bought the second lightest shade, Beachy. I think this is a fine color. It's a fine glowy bronzer. I don't love the scent of this, and I really hadn't used it very much. But then later at the next Sephora VIB sale, I bought the lightest color Waves because Lauren My Beauty loves this, and she used it up and repurchased this, but I just don't feel like it showed up on me, and I know that I'm lighter than her, so I must just be using the wrong brush. So every time I look at these, I'm like, ugh, I wish that I returned these, but I don't feel like totally giving them away. So I went to use these 5 times each. I might not get any use out of these by the next update. It's going to depend. If I do more of a warm makeup look, I will try to bring these in. But yeah, 5 uses on each of these. Then for the 9 of diamonds, we have a collecting cobwebs product, and I am bringing in both of my Rare Beauty bronzer sticks. These have been neglected, and these are a product that I regret buying. I definitely regret having 2 shades, and I wish that Brightside had launched with these initially, because I think that might be a little bit better for me, but I still don't think that would be the best undertone. So I've got the lightest shade, Power Boost, which is 2 yellow. And then I've got the second shade, Happy Soul, which is 2 red. And honestly, I don't usually have an issue with bronzers working for me because I do have more of a warm undertone, but I am not olive. So these are just neglected for that reason. I try to make myself like them as much as everybody else, and I just haven't. So I also would like to use these 5 times each. And again, we will see if I get use out of these in the next month or so. It's going to depend on my makeup look. I might not have progress on these until 2 more updates because, like I said, I am trying to get use out of the rest of my spring makeup for this next month. And then for the Jack of Spades, that was a powder product, and I chose the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette, and this is something that I could have picked as a collecting cobwebs product as well. This is something that, even though I've panned 2 shades, these were primer setting shades, I've not been able to let go of this palette. First, I don't like giving people palettes where products are missing. I don't feel good about that. I feel like it's not as exciting to get as a gift when product is missing from it. But these are just such great mattes, and I would like to make myself use them. So my goal is going to be to use every shade in this palette once, and I do think that I should be able to get use out of these 4 here and maybe this one over the next month. These are more peachy shades that I think would work well with some of my other more springy lid shades. So that is my hope, that I will have at least progress on this item by next month. So those are the 5 products I'm going to be working on moving forward. So I'm thinking that I should have my goal hit on the Pat McGrath blush. So we should have 1 roll in next month. I do think I will be able to get use out of some of these more peachy mattes, but I don't think I'm going to have any uses on the ABH Mario palette, and probably just a few uses, if any, on these different bronzing products. But I would love to know your thoughts if you would like me to continue to show you my Sephora eyeshadow every month so we can see the pan progress. But I would love to know if you guys are participating in this project. Please let me know and where you're participating so I can go follow along and check out your progress. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.